word.
I really don't know what we're going to have from this, but...
How we're going to start it?
Yeah. I mean, I do know how. Hey, guys, this is Chris from Drop Disgusta.
This is David from the podcast formerly known as Don't Disgusta.
But we are now Drop Disgusta, people.
We're now Drop Disgusta.
We kind of have this episode going on. We're kind of ending things with our first season. We would like to call it a season.
Yeah, and if you've ever seen like a TV show, a Family Guy does this a lot. You know, they recap all their old episodes and they talk about how great they are.
This is kind of like a episode recap. Those of you that have gone out of your shell and have done maybe a message to us or a shout out on Instagram or Facebook.
Shout outs on Instagram.
We actually have your name here and we're going to mention it.
Just a couple at least.
Yeah. But before we do that, we've done 9 episodes now, and which is awesome. We started in May.
And we've learned so much.
Yeah. Actually, it's funny because we are recording in the very place we started.
My kitchen.
Yes. Y'all didn't know this. We didn't advertise it, but it was in David Bash's kitchen.
It's not a great kitchen.
No. But you will notice that the sound quality has gotten better.
Yes.
I like to tell people that we know we're like fine wine.
Like a skinny girl fine wine.
And we did start with Skinny Girl.
We started with some Skinny Girl.
And
I still have that bottle because I don't like it.
Yeah, it was not that great.
And it will not be consumed in this house.
No. But those of you that have been with us since episode 1, we're just going to kind of recap with us all the way through 9. And we're also going to talk about upcoming guests that we have with us. And then we're going to talk about social media shout-outs. And then we also want to talk about our slight name change. But that will come at the end. Don't worry. So people, you're going to need to listen.
Yeah, just hold on, guys.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fantastic ride.
So episode 1, 2, 3, and 4, it was just David and I. So those of you that started with episode 1 and are still with us, you know what? We're bowing down to you and kissing your feet.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys, because they were not easy to listen to.
No.
My laptop does not record as well as one might think.
However, our content, though, was, from what I heard, very good. I just want to go over it a little bit.
A1 steak sauce content.
Yes, we talked about, and I want to be honest, people, we did not, some of these topics we have not further investigated, so I'm just going to talk about what we talked about. And
but, we'll be back to them.
Oh, absolutely.
We talked about it for a reason.
One is legal marijuana farms here in Augusta, Georgia, or Waynesboro, that area, the farming area.
Do you know what I've heard? I've heard that Bill Fenoy, who's a commissioner, I've heard he supports that.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that any of the politicians were actually behind it.
There we go.
Slight development.
Yes, that's great. And we will move on to him next time when we talk about marijuana farms. We also talked about, the craft beer festival that we did. We wanted to do an event, or we wanted to do a podcast there, but we got a little sidetracked with the
drinks in our hands,
yes,
as one country musician would say it.
Right. We also talked about Pecco's Dime Museum.
Have you been there?
I actually went last weekend.
Did you love it?
I loved it.
Will you be back?
I will for events.
Was it worth it?
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Those of you that don't know, though, it is called a dime museum. However, it costs $14 and some change to go in. However, it is totally worth it. And it is not Pecco. It is Peter Echo who owns it. And his kids would joke around with Pecco, Pecco, Pecco. So it's Pecco Dime Museum. And he will take you through a very intimate history lesson of what and how dime museums started. Actually, the dime museum is the first ever concept of American museums in the history of USA. So if anybody out there that's history buffs, that is something you want to go to. It is a great experience. He takes you through what an experience would be of a dime museum, and is great. Very good concept. And P. Barnum, the guy that did the
circus guy,
he started them. And he actually made a killing off of a lot of rich folk. And Peter Echo, tells you all about it. It's great.
I would like to say, if you have not learned anything yet today, you definitely learned something in the last minute and a half. Because I can not even count on one hand how many of those things I didn't already know.
Well, I thought I'd be really ecstatic about it because you, David, have made fun of me for the ecstatic that I've had about Pecco's Dime Museum. And I'm telling you, by the way, people, I got a very good espresso shot from him. And he actually...
Fantastic.
Talking about one of these episodes that we did, we talked about cat poop coffee.
Toddy cat poop.
And actually I mentioned it to him, and he said they are investing in Toddy cat poop.
You can invest in Toddy cat poop?
You invest in it to get a better deal. So he's working on getting it to Augusta. He said the problem is he's got to wait till more people come through the door. Listen, he cannot purchase it because it expires in 3 days.
Listen, guys.
So you get it.
We need you guys to go to this dime museum.
Go to it so
and
he
get
knows.
us Toddy cat poop.
Now,
coffee.
David, you are from the Louisiana area. I mean, you're.
I am originally.
Yes, and so, do you like Cajun food?
Fantastic.
Well,
I have Tony Chachere's in my pantry.
All right. Well, those of you that know what he's talking about will be excited. I don't know what he's talking about, but
it's a seasoning.
Look, let me tell you something. He told me that once there's a lot of foot traffic going through, and he can prove that his business can grow, he wants to add a restaurant, and that restaurant is going to be in-season Cajun food, flown in driven in that night from Louisiana, and it is only going to be serving in-season Cajun food.
Full disclosure, he did not tell me this before the podcast, and I'm actually pretty excited about this.
Yeah, and he will not, Peter Echo will not do that until more people come through the door. I'm telling you, y'all need to check this place out.
All right, we're supporting the Dime Museum.
Not only will they be doing that, they will also, once there's more foot traffic, he literally wants to have a 24/7 coffee shop with only rare coffee.
Yeah, that's what you were talking about.
I was.
That's how we talked about the cat poop.
Exactly. But I had full disclosure from him. That is the next step once more people come through the door. We went on a Sunday. We went on a Sunday afternoon. We went to the museum, and then we literally drove 5 minutes to the brewery afterwards. It's right there. It's a great afternoon. Something to do. It's worth it. I would do it.
All right. Well, that's exciting.
And then we also talked about some Facebook pages to follow. We already said cat poop coffee. We talked about some Augusta outdoor activities. Kayaking, disc golf.
Going on the boats. All the local coffee shops.
Yes.
All the local bands.
Yep.
We talked to Tanya, the river keeper,
yes.
about what's going on.
She was our first guest.
She was. Her and Shelly.
Yep, Shelly from
Men's
Refinery. That was excellent. Actually, David, I'm getting a haircut tomorrow at Men's Refinery, and I cannot wait.
I'm jealous.
You need to work on that.
I'll work on it soon. Honestly, I'm growing out a little bit.
You need to go ahead and contact now and get one reserved.
I have an appointment. I did.
Is it like 4 weeks from now?
It's pretty soon. It's in like 1 week.
Books up, people.
It's in like 1 week.
There we go. We talked about the river levels with Tanya. It was great, and Shelly was great. And we will talk about some of the events later this episode that they're hosting with the after hours.
And of course, we'll also talk about, in the future, we'll be talking about the updates with the river.
Yes. Once those come out, we will have them for you people. Don't you worry. And David, I let you take episode 6 away with the NBA finals.
Episode 6, we talked about the finals. Brandon Johnson, our sports correspondent, he incorrectly predicted the end of the series. So, Brandon, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I thought the Raptors would win in 7.
Yeah, never thought that would happen.
So, I was pretty close. But, someone that actually listens to the episode can come back and let me know if I'm wrong, honestly.
Yeah, it's all good. We'll be with Brandon more on with sports coming on.
Yeah, hopefully it gets better with time, too.
Yeah, fine wine. Episode 7, we talked to Sean Frantum.
Sean Frantum
Hashtag
is
Love
amazing.
Augusta.
Hashtag Love Augusta.
Yes.
Hashtag Top Golf.
Oh, yes. I know y'all saw that.
He told us when we talked to him that he had a surprise for us. We asked him if
Off
it was
the
Top
air.
Golf.
We
off
did.
the air. And he said he couldn't tell us.
But deep inside, he wanted to tell us.
So we broke the news first. Watch
Yes.
out, everybody. Sean
Top
Frantum.
Golf. And
hopefully we'll talk to him again, too.
honestly, this might be just me spitting. From the article, it said the location was not disclosed. But I want to go ahead and say I'm pretty sure it's the off Riverwatch.
It's got to be off Riverwatch. That's where everybody's been saying.
Not only that, it's his district. Let's
It's
be
his
honest,
district.
people.
He announced it. He did. Anyways,
Yeah.
we'll move on.
Yeah, moving on.
All credit to you, Sean. Thank
Yes.
you for everything
All
that
credit.
you do. Hashtag Love Augusta one more
Yes,
time.
hashtag Love Augusta. Episode 8, YPA, Young Professionals of Augusta.
You guys should join the Young Professionals of Augusta.
Met with Daniel Wilson and Brittany Bear. They told us all about YPA and how you can get involved in it. It's not expensive. $50 a year. That's cheaper than Netflix.
That's cheaper than
It's
everything
cheaper than
I do.
Hulu.
Yeah.
Literally. For 1 month, you budget for $50. That pays for the whole year.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Or if you have to think about it, less than $5 a month. Whatever makes sense for you.
You can think of it that way.
Whatever.
Yeah. And we had a lot of good feedback on all those episodes, but we blew up when we brought April Henry King on. Episode 9 to
Don't
finish
forget
out.
about David Hutchison.
Oh, I will not. I was about to go into that.
D. Hutch.
Hutch with the Book Tavern.
Starsky and Hutch came
Yes.
on the episode.
Actually, I love the Book Tavern. I learned a lot more about the Book Tavern with Hutch on.
Yeah, he was cool.
The fact that he was on there, he's been doing that for 15 years. And possibly, and I'm holding it to him with this episode, you need to get some beer in there and some wine to make it the Book Tavern. That'd be awesome.
He's been trying to do it for so long.
Yeah. Maybe if there's any commissioners listening to this, to just go ahead and approve the codes.
Just make it happen.
Make it happen for us, please.
All right, D. Hutch.
Yeah, so we've done 9 episodes now, and that's our episode recap real quick. We have some pretty awesome upcoming guests that we want to give you a little heads up about.
Give a little hint.
We've got Deke Copenhaver coming up. He's got a new book coming out. Wants to tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, seriously, guys. Changemaker. I'm reading it right now. It's a great book.
And I will be reading it when I go to the beach.
It's fantastic.
I'm excited. That will be at Augusta & Co. If y'all have not had a chance to go in there, y'all need to.
Augusta & Co. is awesome.
You'll find some great apparel, great products to purchase, all local. It's great. We've got Ross McDaniel coming up. He's in charge of Reconcile Augusta. He's working on cleaning up the area Harrisburg, which is, if you're not familiar with it, it's across the street from the Kroc Center.
Yeah, and David Hutchison kind of talked about that a little bit too.
We're pretty excited with meeting him.
Yeah.
That will be at Ubora. Great coffee. If you haven't checked it out, it's off Jones Street.
They brew their own coffee in the store, which is pretty crazy.
It's impressive.
And they roast it.
Yeah, they roast it
in-store too.
in-house. You can check it out in the process. Yes. We had the opportunity of talking to those of you that are on Instagram a lot. Y'all might be following a guy named All Equal Parts.
If not, he's cool. Check him out.
You need to check him out. It's a cocktail Instagram blogger here in Augusta, Georgia. And he does great stuff. We're going to have him on. He's going to make me a personal drink for me.
And he's going to make me a personal drink.
For David. And
it's
we're really excited. We don't know what the names are. But he knows. He asked us questions. We answered them. We're going to give it to him. And
it's going to be all Augusta products too.
Yes.
Which is really exciting.
Very cool.
Excited. So we can come back and talk about how you guys can make the same cocktails.
And you will actually hear what we think
You'll
about
hear our
it.
genuine responses.
Exactly. We have no clue what it tastes like right
We're
now.
going to taste them on air. Not live, but on air. Yeah. And so this last one is actually pretty cool for us.
Yeah.
Sean Cash hit us up. We're going to do an episode with him. with he's with the Kicks 99 Wake Up Crew. We're gonna get to actually record in a professional studio.
Yep.
Which is super exciting.
Big deal.
Especially for you guys, because you guys are the ones that listen to the episodes.
Exactly.
And
right now we're in David Bash's kitchen.
Yeah, it's a great studio, but Beasley's is probably a little better.
Just a little bit.
And so Sean is super cool. Sean is a transplant.
Yeah.
And Sean wants to come talk about all the cool things that him and his significant other found as a transplant in Augusta, which we think you guys will really enjoy.
Very excited. So our next little update, we want to try to start doing some social media shout-outs.
Yeah.
And,
we appreciate you guys being involved with us in many ways.
Yeah, so real quick, David, I did not know how big Instagram was for us.
Instagram is so cool. Shout out Daniel Wilson. Shout out Sean Frantham. You guys have great advice.
Straight up said we need to not worry about anything else except Instagram. So David and I bit the bullet and we decided to start an Instagram. And it's only done but good for us.
We're two millennial guys running an Instagram together.
Yes, and we share Instagram stories. And so those of you that follow us will notice that our stories basically are anything going on with downtown Augusta. It could be an opinion, it could be a question, it could be anything. And so these three individuals actually reached out to us responding to our Instagram stories.
And many other people did too. So shout out to you guys that did. Like if we don't say you, shout out to you still.
And if we didn't say you, we will tell you next time. Don't worry. This specific response was I took a picture of a empty building downtown. It's next to Augusta Candle Company. It's a beautiful space. Huge space. It could be used for many things. I took a picture of it, and personally, I think it'd be great if Evans Fitness Club made a local gym in Augusta, maybe EFC of Augusta. So I just posted, crossing my fingers, maybe we can get a local gym down here. Caitlin Thomas, she works at Augusta Candle Company, and she wanted me to let y'all know that she would love to see this empty building filled with maybe a gym. I mean,
so she agrees.
She agrees, which is cool. She said she would love to see something in there. I mean, could
not
you imagine?
To say that's the right answer. If you guys have a cool idea, share it with us.
Exactly.
Be creative.
Yeah.
Because we'll shout you out too. For example.
Yep. Shelby Dodd. She reached out to the Instagram story as well with a response. She let me know that her parents own I believe, Oxygen Fitness in Surrey Center, and she said this would be a great place for a grocery store.
A grocery store would be cool. We've talked about grocery stores downtown.
We have, and I was like, you know what, that's great. She said we have the YMCA already downtown, and she said let's get a grocery store, and I'm thinking that's great.
All natural,
healthy foods,
maybe
local,
middle of Broad Street.
Yeah. Perfect. I mean,
farmers market on Sundays.
Exactly, and they could have
make it happen. Somebody.
Yeah, you could have a produce aisle only with local people that come to the farmers market on Saturdays. Who knows? The options are endless.
Shout us out. We'll give you ideas.
Last one, Katie Kaysen. She also said she loved the gym idea.
Lots of people agreeing with you making this podcast. Some might call you biased. We'll see.
Well, I'll tell you this. These are the people that actually commented on the story.
Yeah, if you guys disagree, message us.
Seriously, I have no problem with people disagreeing.
We'll shout you out too.
The only reason I think it's a great spot is because I personally go to EFC.
Oh, Mr. Jim. Jim.
I go to the EFC Express off Washington Road and Davis Road. Great spot. It's in the middle of Augusta. But it's local. It's great.
I
love that
want to say it Gold's, but just because I know it would have a sauna, that's the only reason.
Well,
local gym with a sauna. Let's see you move in.
EFC in Evans, the Evans Fitness Club has everything. I'm all about it. Okay, they have racquetball courts. So what I'm saying is, let's get an Evans Fitness Club, an EFC of Augusta, or AFC. Something. Yeah, something
American
local down
Football
there.
League.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and put in Mike Montarbo. He is the owner of EFC. I'm going to go ahead and challenge you. But anyways, we'll move on to... so those are some of our social media shout-outs that I had going on. I want to start doing that more often.
Yeah, guys, say fun stuff to us. We'll let people know that you're funny.
I have no problem. And if you have a problem with me saying your name, let me know as well. So, anyways, moving on.
Anonymous people are funny too. Just check YouTube.
Yeah. We've got some upcoming events here in the city of Augusta, and I'm kind of tailoring more to the people that we've actually hosted at. So the people that hosted us for their events, for the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm really hosting more towards that.
Yeah.
So
and thank you guys again.
Augusta Connection. It's a Facebook page, also a blog. They reached out to us this last episode with April, and we kind of put in a little quick ad for them. 706-day celebration. It's by Connect Augusta and the Savannah River Brewery.
Good combo.
Yeah, it's Saturday, July 6th from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Savannah River Brewery. There'll be live music, smoke show, barbecue will be there, obviously local beer. And why? It's a party because Augusta is awesome. That's literally what they're saying, and I say people should go.
706. That's the area code.
You cannot beat 706.
And listen, guys, it's an 7-6. So, like, if you don't get that, you're not going to get it.
You're right. You're not. But it's all good.
It's fantastic.
People are laughing at home.
I hope so. That's what we're here for. And now we can't let you forget Hops for Cops.
Yes, that's a YPA fundraiser.
And it's actually, so here's a fun fact. It's on my sister's birthday.
Okay.
My sister Jennifer's birthday is July 25th. It's on Thursday, July 25th from 5:30 to 8:30.
And it'll be at the River Watch Brewery. So we've got...
real quick, shout out to the breweries for hosting these big Augusta philanthropy, make the city better events.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah. The fundraiser, we said YPA fundraiser, so we have to tell people.
In case anybody did forget, or if anybody has not listened to episode 8, plug, YPA is the Young Professionals of Augusta. They're having a fundraiser for the Police Benevolent Foundation.
What is that?
The Police Benevolent Foundation is actually super cool. So, being in the YPA Community Outreach Committee, as we both are, but also,
Actually, I would like to say I was just asked, Bash, I meant to tell you this. I was just asked to be part of the membership committee as well.
You're getting busy.
I'm getting busy, man.
Busy guy.
Yeah,
listen,
it is what it is.
But they provide financial support to the families of fallen officers in the line of duty. They fund scholarships to children of law enforcement, and they educate officers with PTSD, post-traumatic stress.
That's pretty
which
amazing.
Is like super cool. You can't disagree with that in any way.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Great.
Tickets are $30 in advance.
I was about to say,
$40 at the door. There's going to be live music. There's going to be a food truck. It's really cool. It's for a good cause. Definitely go.
Definitely. This is something that you don't want to miss, people. We also, on episode 5 with Tanya, we were at Men's Refinery, so I want to really hit them up real quick with the Men's Refinery after-hours shows.
Shout out to Men's Refinery. Shout out also, we didn't do this, shout out to Shared Space. They hosted our first major episode.
Yeah, that's very true.
So without them, our dream may not have been as big as it is now.
No, for real.
And shout out to Men's Refinery for being our second host.
Not only that, they're also our barber.
And our barber. Shout out to Shelly for hosting. Shout out to Caitlin for the haircut.
Caitlin Dunaway. You give me a great haircut. And I'm actually going tomorrow to get that sweet, sweet haircut.
But by the time this airs, you'll have already gotten the haircut.
You're right. It's all good. Hey, people know. So, Men's Refinery After Hours. It's a unique concert and a dining experience that they refer to as a listening room, okay? They, each month, Men's Refinery will bring a different meal option, a beer tasting, and most importantly, a national recording and touring artist to perform in an intimate audience setting.
And when we talked to Shelly about this, like, she was super excited about it.
Yeah.
I mean, these are like big league recording. I mean, it's not Blake Shelton, but it's like
she said
they're
big
pretty,
league like Nashville artists that are touring now.
Yeah.
They're done with the bar scene and they're touring.
A lot of them have Augusta bands opening for them.
Oh, yeah.
So, whatever you like. If you like Augusta bands, if you like national bands, there's both.
Exactly. So, the doors open at 6 p.m. for dinner and for like social time. The shows begin at 7 p.m. Dinner is included with the ticket price and cash bar, which is wine and beer. Plenty of parking is available, but the seating is limited, so make sure you get there on time. I'm about to share some events they've got, the next 4 events they have. June 22nd, July 6th, July 20th, and August 3rd. They've got great artists coming in. I want you to look at their website, and I want y'all to, all this information that we're reading is from their website. So if you would like to book anything, go to their website, and you can do just that. So, David.
Good summary.
So, David, this brings us to our last topic.
We got to talk about one more thing.
One more thing, people, that y'all deserve to know.
If you guys have been listening,
yep,
you may have noticed that a couple letters in our name changed,
yes,
and one apostrophe was removed.
Yes, 4 letters actually changed.
Well,
one word, 4 letters.
The D and the O stayed. The O just moved.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
But anyway,
that's true. Yeah.
So we were Don't Disgusta. Now we changed to Drop Disgusta.
Yeah. So basically, when David and I got this idea to do the podcast, we knew what we wanted to do. We wanted to make Augusta better.
But, we thought we were just going to be talking about people and, getting people to do more stuff.
Right. But really, over time, we realized that there's more of a direct goal that we have for the city of Augusta.
Yeah, so, basically, we want to start, getting as involved as we can.
Yes.
For example, earlier today, we were at the All In Augusta meeting.
With Deke Copenhagen.
It
was awesome.
With a bunch of cool people. All in Augusta is super cool.
It was at Westaboo. And I've never been at Westaboo Gallery, and it was amazing.
They have a lighted art sculpture that mirrors your movement, which is crazy.
Pretty impressive.
Which is not something I thought would be downtown.
And I wouldn't think it was art, but
yeah,
it is.
It's really cool. But yeah, All in Augusta is awesome.
Yeah.
They raise money to help improve the city. And I don't think that I could think of a better thing for us to get behind.
Right. It was a free event, people, with free beer.
There's beer.
I was shocked there wasn't more people.
Yeah, there were countertop snacks.
Oh, yeah. Freaking really cool cup.
Well worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Well worth
Anyways.
it. T-shirts if you donate.
People know the word Disgusta. And in fact, the word Disgusta, you can actually find it in Urban Dictionary. And you can find it on Wikipedia.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I was going to save that for this show.
I bet Wikipedia.
Wikipedia has Disgusta, and it is actually a negative word talking about Augusta.
Yeah, well,
that is what Wikipedia says.
I mean, that's what it is.
Now, there's many reasons for it, and those of you that tuned in with our last episode with April King and David Hutch.
D. Hutch.
Yeah, D. Hutch.
Shout out.
If you listen to their answers for what does dropping Disgusta mean to you, they will tell you everything in one answer what our reason is for us. Disgusta, unfortunately, is actually becoming a trendy word. It's becoming fun to say. It's kind of a nonchalant thing to say. But
I'm nodding along. You can't see it, but I'm nodding
David
along.
is nodding heavily.
Aggressively
over here.
nodding.
Yes, aggressively. Disgusta, unfortunately, is really trendy. And honestly, David and I are super sick of it.
So we came up with this hashtag.
Yeah.
Because we are millennials. Hashtag drop the dis.
Yep. In fact, those of you that didn't see, he actually did hashtag. I did a
hashtag with my fingers. Because,
4 fingers.
Yeah,
hashtag.
I'm a millennial. I do hashtags with my fingers.
Yep.
But it's super cool. Basically, what we want it to represent is us trying to be more involved in the community and do more. So, if you guys know of ways that we can get involved and help the community,
yes,
or things we can do, send us a message on Instagram or Facebook, and we would love to talk to you about what we can do. Because that's how we got into the All In Augusta movement.
Yep.
And we just want to do more stuff like this.
And before we get out of this episode and move on with our lives, if anybody here would like or know someone that is making a difference in our community right now, please send that name to us. We would love to have them on the podcast. Talk to them.
Yeah.
Anybody that, even if you have a business,
talk them up if they're doing a charity.
If you have a business that is working in Augusta right now, new, or even old and would like to host us at their place,
let us know.
Have the owner on a pedestal for about 5 to 6 minutes to talk about the business.
And they get a beer.
Yep. Always alcohol included. Always. So, guys, we really appreciate y'all listening to us and downloading or just streaming our podcast. Please let us... I think what we don't get enough right now, David, is we would like some reviews.
Yeah, we need some
comments about what you think about the episode.
Reviews help other people to find our podcast.
And it also helps us get better.
Yeah.
Okay, we've never done a podcast before. We're only 9 episodes in. Now after this, we'll be 10.
9.5, really.
Yeah. So please let us know what we're doing here. Let us know how this is affecting you. Let us know what dropping Disgustin means to you.
Guess what, guys? Next episode, I will be 1 year older.
What? All right, guys. On that note,
peace out.
We're out.